Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we have some interesting news from, I would say, Texas Uvalde, which ends up happening to be the whole police shooting. And it seems to have been a massive pushback from the community, as rightfully so, as they seem to be, I would say, they did not do their job correctly. Let's put it that way. They pretty much had 19 kids pretty much killed, along with two other people as well. They completely negligently didn't do their job. They are horrible people, and honestly, this is a slap on the wrist to them, in my personal opinion, because I think they should be arrested. Because these people should not have been allowed to see the light of day, considering the fact that 19 kids died thanks to their stupidity and their negligence and honestly not care in the world, along with their cowardice because they didn't decide to save 2 kids or 19 kids. So they got a slap on the wrist, in my opinion, that the fact that this happened. I would like to see some jail time, at least for some of the officers, especially the commander-in-chief, but I guess we probably won't get that. So this is the best that we can do. From the Daily Wire, it says, breaking. Entire Uvalde School Police Department suspended by district. The Uvalde Consolidated Independent School District suspended its entire police department on Friday amidst criticism of how it handled the mass shooting that killed over a dozen school children. The district remains committed to resolving issues with verifiable evidence. Decisions concerning the USC ICD Police Department have been pending the results of the Texas Police Chiefs Association and JPPI investigation. Recent developments have uncovered additional concerns with department operations, the district said in a statement. The district said Lieutenant Miguel Hernandez and Ken Mueller have been placed on leave, and all the police department members would be placed in different roles for the time being. District officials have requested that the Texas Department of Public Safety handle school security in the police department's absence. God, English, hello. We are confident that the staff and the student safety will not be compromised during this transition, the district said. 19 students and 2 teachers were murdered at Robb Elementary School last May, when a gunman broke into a classroom and began firing. Although law enforcement made it outside the classroom relatively quickly, it took over an hour for them to stop the gunman. Footage of the school's hallway show officers standing outside of the classroom, doing absolutely nothing. This is not in the actual article, but I'm saying that because that's what they absolutely did. They did fucking nothing. The Uvalde School Board voted unanimously in August to fire Police Chief Pete Arredondo, which would be one of the biggest compliments and greatest jobs that they could have done ever, and they probably should see him in jail, in my personal opinion. Following the district's recommendation that he be fired, Arredondo did not show up to the board meeting. His lawyer said in a statement that Arredondo was refusing to participate in his own illegal and unconstitutional public lynching. Ah, yes, because the man that actively had kids killed should obviously be protected in its unconstitutional public lynching. Yeah, illegal? Yeah. Tell that to the 19 kids that are dead, by the way, and the family members that had their kids taken away from them because of you do negligence. Yeah. Illegal and unconstitutional public lynching? Yeah. Go fuck yourself, Arredondo. And I hope you get put in prison as well. You piece of garbage human being. People in the room reportedly applauded after he was fired. And rightfully freaking so. This to me is a half justice, right? This was a half done justice, but I applaud that the school police department was suspended by the district because they have utmost failed their public duty and to save those kids. The fact that Arredondo has, I don't care if I'm pronouncing his name all right, he just deserves no respect whatsoever. But the fact that this man here, Arredondo, this piece of garbage, comes out to say that the unconstitutional and unlawful lynching goes out and say this, yeah, you are a piece of actual legitimate garbage. You deserve to not see anything besides behind bars. You are a garbage human being, and every police officer that got suspended or removed is rightfully justified. I am glad that the department has suspended because of this, but the only reason why I can say this is a half justice is because of the fact that there weren't people arrested, there weren't people publicly, honestly, put in jail for this, because that would have been the full justice I would like to see. Because the fact that we have officers not being put to jail for this is why this is a half justice. The full justice will be having officers being put in jail for this atrocity and their cowardice for not wanting to protect kids. And this is why we try to see what happens and try to get the most justice that we can in this country. There's a reason why we see these injustices, we see these things happen, and the best that we can do is try to fight for the ability to get the best justice that we know that we can see fit. Some people may disagree with me and be like, okay, well, the justice was served, right, because they got suspended. Yeah, but again, 19 kids were killed because of the negligence of these officers, and we cannot forget that, people. We can't forget, because these kids did nothing wrong, and their life was ended by a psycho freaking maniac that had no regard for human life or children's life for that matter. And police officers just stood there and did nothing. The Uvalde community should be angry, as they should be. But this is a half justice, but at least there is some kind of justice. That does not mean I am satisfied. If this is a revolving story and more police officers will come out and they will be arrested and put in jail, then that will make my life so much better, knowing that justice was upheld correctly. We don't stop just because of one thing, just because something good happened and that's the end of it. No. Sometimes we have to push further for us to see the actual true amount of justice. Sometimes I may be repeating myself a little bit here, but it's what I see to be. Alright, guys. That's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. And as always, take care. And Arredondo, go fuck yourself.